Welcome back, underdogs. Welcome back to Underdogs Rise, the podcast where we rise together. Today's question is simple. Do you want the life of the town or the life of the stars? It's about where we place our value, our intention and our identity. The life of the town can be about being visible, recognised, celebrated. But it's a life built around reputation, approval, being known. But it's more important for us as humans and the need of connection. But there is a problem that comes up when visibility becomes our source of worth. As our stars above us, the stars above us in our night skies do not need to compete. They simply shine, they glimmer, they glitter. They open up the doors to possibilities. They don't require the applause. They have a way of reminding us that our significance is not the same as the popularity that we want in the small town. Some of the most important people in history were barely noticed during their own lifetimes. You see that the town that we live in, the culture that surrounds us, the information that we bombard ourselves with on a daily basis may give praise, but also it may give criticism. It can change its mind. One day you can be celebrated and the next day you can simply be forgotten. But when your worth depends on that public opinion, our peace becomes so fragile. But the stars teach us a different lesson. To live what is according to you to be true. Not what is trending, not what is popular. What needs and requires approval and acceptance. As the inner alignment that we can create in any given moment creates a kind of peace that public recognition never can. You know, it gets me thinking about my mentors, my parents, my teachers when I was growing up. And there's so many of them quietly change lives every single day. And many of them received very little recognition for that. And yet their influence can echo through generations. And that is the life of the stars. I'm not talking about celebrities, I'm talking about people that made a real difference. They put their heart on the line and they did whatever it took. You see, the town's thinking days. And the stars thinking lifetimes. The towns may ask, what do people think of me? But the stars ask, what kind of person am I becoming in this moment? So the question I have for myself and the question that I have for you is, which life are you going to choose? The life of the town or the life of the stars? Maybe that we don't have to reject the one entirely. But to never sacrifice our own inner light for that approval of others. Because that applause that we're after may fade, and trends may disappear, and opinions can change. But a life that is lived, that is felt, that is authentically appreciated. For the good and the bad. Continues to shine long enough, and long after the crowd has gone home. Underdogs rise, and we rise together.